Hey guys, how's it going? John Coy here. Today I'm just going to give you guys a brief tutorial on how to get around the TikTok Ads Manager. It's a pretty new platform and most people haven't made a lot of videos about it, so I thought I'd just give you a quick tutorial on how to use it and what it does and stuff like that. Okay, so at the top over here you got your TikTok Ads Manager, you got your dashboard, so once you have all your campaigns running you can see how much you spent in one day. It's pretty similar to the Facebook platform if you know that. Then you got your campaigns over here. Your library is where you have your events, creatives, and audiences. So like if you want to fix your pixel around, you just click on events, reporting. So then if you come over here and you click on the U, you can go to your billing info. So the way TikTok ads work with billing is that when I go to billing info over here, it's a lot different than Facebook. They bill you beforehand, at least until you get over a certain amount of ad spend, and it might work differently. But over here you have you pay it in advance. So if I go to payment over here, this is my balance right here on this ad account. So I can add balance, and if I add balance, it'll prompt my card info. I can put in my card info, and then it'll refill it like a prepaid balance, and then you use this to spend. So it's not that bad. It used to be a harder way where they would send you a bill at the end of the month, but depends on the advertiser. I'm in the US over here. So then you see your previous transactions over here and your brand safety, your previous transactions of all the amount of money you added on TikTok ads. Then you come back into here to campaigns. So just have a couple of campaigns on here, I think. If you ever have a problem with one of your ads not going through or any problems like that, you just click on this little thing over here, and then it brings up the business center. Then you just click on your business manager. Oh, wait a second, that's not content. This screen recording button is getting in the way. There we go. So you click on About TikTok. Here you can read about the different things you can do. If you're a beginner, you can go over here and read it. So then if you want to go to advertiser support, you click on this question mark over here. I have this big icon in my way. You guys can't see it, but it's right over here. And it's my screen recorder, so I can't see anything in the back. So you want to click on advertiser support over here. And then you got your different things over here. So if you want to appeal an ad, sometimes they reject ads for no good reason, you just click over here. And when you come in here, you have all your info. So account name is the name of your account. So mine is JC Productions. So just type in it over here. The second one is account ID. You want to go over here, click on that, and then you can copy this right over here, your ID. Then once I put in my ID over here, it'll come up ad group ID. Ad group is the ad set. So you come over here, click on ad group, and then you can copy the whatever number you want to appeal. Then you type that in here, and then you write your reason, your country, your reason, and then the nation, and press submit, and then that'll submit an appeal, and then when they get back to you, you go back over here, and then you click on this, and then you where is it, notifications, you click on the little bell icon, and then you see all the messages you've got, and then if they respond to you, it'll come up right over here. Anyway, back to your dashboard. So when you're going in, over here you go to campaigns, and then over here you can create a campaign. So here I want to press, I'm just going to go to my last one. So over here I have conversion if you have an e-commerce store or something like that, traffic if you want to get people, but most people use conversions, but you can try using, depending on your goal, if you have like something you want to get different. But if you have an e-commerce store, I would recommend going with conversions by far. You want to name it, so this one's just going to be a test. Budget, so the minimum budget you can do is $50 a day for the campaign, but in each campaign you can have a minimum, you can just have one ad set, and the ad sets you can have a minimum of $20 a day budget. So even though it says $50 a day over here, or US dollars, you can actually, your daily budget is only, you can have it as low as $20. So for the campaign level, but if you have 2 ad sets, then you're gonna have to put, then it's gonna start spending more. So you have your daily budget is $50 for the campaign, but it won't spend 50, it'll only spend 20 if you have 1 ad set. You want to name your ad group, so test, because then later it's going to get confusing. So placements, definitely untick all of these. No one in the US uses these. It always takes a second to do that once they go away. So now I just have TikTok on here. You want to go here, so you put in your website, make sure you put the HTTPS first. So I'm just going to go on my old stores, it's litprostand.com. You want to select your pixel. I already set it up. If you guys want a video on how to set up your pixel, just put it in the comments below. And then select an event, make sure it says purchase, so place an order of purchase. Display name, whatever I want, this one's going to be Lit Pro. You want to select your logo for the image, whatever your picture you want it. I'll just skip that for now. Or I'll put anything, I'll put this logo over here. Category, you kind of want to select the basic category. So this time I'm selling like an it's like similar to a light ring. So I think what I put was something about internet technology, and then there's a subcategory for each one. So photographic equipment, I guess it's pretty similar to that, or computers, or anything you want. Tags are pretty simple. You just put like basically like tags whenever they're not that important, but you put whatever it can resemble with. So like, so this is a light ring over here, so I'm going to put light ring, and then you can press enter or comma to go to the next one. Light ring, TikTok, lighting, quality, camera, stand, etc. You can have up to 20, so the more you put the better. But yeah, you can come up with those later. So users can comment. I usually leave this on because if they can comment, they see each other's comments and it feels better, more trustworthy, and then they can read it and see how, you know, if you take away comments, it looks like you're trying to hide something. So I always leave that on. Video download definitely turn off because you don't want the only people that would download your videos are the ones that are trying to steal your content for their ads. So definitely take that off. The only way they'll be able to download it then is if they screen record it, and it won't be as good. Automated creative. This is a new thing that they came out with. I definitely, it depends on what your goals are, but I definitely take it on because it's basically combines your title of the ad, which is like, buy this now, 50% off, and it combines it with the best video. So like it changes them around. It kind of basically finds the best combination. But I see no reason to have this off unless you're trying to split test exactly which video is the best performer, like after you've narrowed down. So for now, take that on. Audience will, right now you don't have to put anything because we didn't have an audience, but in the future you'll have people that clicked on your pixel, and then you can create an audience and target them in here. Here you have audience, so you can do female, male, whatever you're targeting. If it's makeup, I'm going to put female, obviously. And then ages, you want to put whatever age you think works. So 13 to 17 usually don't have credit cards, so I usually try to avoid them and then just put 18 to 24. But if you have something that's like $5 or $10, maybe you can put 13 to 17. And then they'll ask their parents for their card or something like that. And then 34, you'd be surprised how many people there are on here, so whatever age you click there, it's always broad. Language is, of course, English. You don't want anyone else because they're not going to understand your ads. Interest category, you can test one ad set depending on what it is. I usually try to put at least 3 maybe, but if you have a very broad product, then you can just leave it empty. So I usually do apparel and accessories if I'm targeting girls. And then maybe beauty and personal care. Then over here you come into daily budget. So here you have to put 20 as the minimum. If you delete it, it tells you at least 20. So just put 20. It won't spend anything, because the great thing about TikTok ads, at least right now in the end of June 2020, is that you pay for clicks. So even if you have 1 million impressions, if only 5 of those million people click on it, you'll only pay about 25 cents times 4. So it's going to be like $1 if only 4 people click on it out of 1 million, which is obviously, you have a problem there, but so you don't have to pay. So even if you have pretty bad ads, it's good because they're not going to, you know, like your users won't click on it and you won't have to pay until they click on it, but they could change that anytime. So here's your schedule. You want to set it to run maybe the next day, but you can do whatever you want. Change the time and date. I'm going to put the 29th and 5:15. Press OK. That'll start tomorrow at 5:15. Hopefully, because usually they need time to get approved. So if they get it approved first, it usually works better. Otherwise, they're going to start at a random time. Conversion. Keep this optimize conversions at learning phase. Leave it on this. Don't put for clicks. And then bid, you want to put how much. So what bid means is how much you want to spend on getting a purchase or whatever your goal is. So if you're selling like a phone case and it costs 20 bucks, and then the product costs $5 to buy from wherever you're buying it from, then you have 15 left in profit. So I would put at least you know, try to keep it. I mean, don't put it too low where it's not gonna, you won't get any purchases, but put it as like the, you know, as high as you can, that you still have a good amount of profit per sell. So I'm selling a higher ticket product, so in this case it says $17.81. You can sometimes look at this, but I wouldn't look at this until you've had a few campaigns running, because it never knows until it starts running your ads. So try to put your bid at about, so if you're selling $20 product and you're buying it from AliExpress for $5, you'll have $15 left profit, so all those $15 pay for your Shopify fees and stuff like that. So you could put an $8 conversion and you'd get $7 for every purchase, for every person that buys it, which is pretty good. After you pay Shopify's fees, it's about $5 clean. So I'm going to put 8 there, let's say. Then this part you can skip, it's just for other things. Oh, wait, show more options. So you can have them, if you're like eager to, there's no reason you would want to put accelerated, but if you like have a product that you know is working good, then click on accelerated so it spends your budget faster, because then you can you know, have results, get results quicker. But I usually just do standard. But if you have a good product and you know that it's working, then click accelerated. I skipped this one over here. Oh yes, over here if you click on language, where is it? Device over here, it's hidden. Then you can click on, I usually do Android or iOS, and then I don't do 4G. I don't do 2G. I mean, because if they have a 2G phone, they're probably you know, not very tech savvy, and they're not necessarily, and they probably don't care to buy your product either. So 3G, 4G, and Wi-Fi, and then carriers you can leave open, obviously, and then I put Wi-Fi too, so that works pretty good. And then device price. So if you wanna, you know, like if you're selling a higher ticket product, you can put you want their phone to be at least, you know, so it knows that a Samsung Galaxy S5 is about, you know, $200 to $300 maybe, and it knows that the iPhone 11 Pro Max is going to be more than $900. So if you want to filter, you know, target richer people, for example, but not necessarily, because nowadays you can do leases, so it doesn't always mean they're richer. But I know you can target users based on their price of their phone. So I usually leave this blank, but if you have a higher ticket product, you can do more than $300 phones. So then that way you eliminate the people that have worse phones. Anyway, so then that's all with here. So you click on next, and then that's all. So you click on, you add from your computer, you add your creatives. You want to get your creative. So here I have a sample. Let's see if I have a sample. So this is a sample over here. You click on for I got one that's works pretty good, because it's like a quick ad. I had a model do, and then she runs to the camera to get their attention. So you just click on upload, and then a good trick here is to, if you have time, order the product yourself, and or send it to a friend to do a commercial with, but have them film it with their iPhone in portrait mode, so standing up, not sideways, because then if you do that, you'll get the full TikTok screen size. So let me add this one over here. So if you do that, you'll have the full screen, because you have your TikTok screen is like a square over here, since everyone's on their phone, and you can't put it in landscape. It's like a square, so most people have it over here, where they just have the middle part showing, and then the rest is just black on the top of the TikTok and bottom of TikTok. So if you film it on your iPhone, it'll be in a 16:9 format, or whatever it is, and then you'll take up their whole screen. So the whole screen ads look much less like ads and more like videos. So it'll increase your conversion rate if you actually have a full, have the full screen showing instead of just a part of it and then the rest black. So my Wi-Fi is slow, but once this uploads, I'll show you.